Hello, welcome to my review of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And this film is, of course, directed by Quentin Tarantino, who's done a bunch of excellent films within the span of his incredible career from 1990 all the way to now, making great after great, excellent films. And of course, he hits us once again with this Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, a loving homage back to the 60s and 70s, almost 50s type of era of film. And this film stars Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio as Brad Pitt as a stunt person for Leonardo DiCaprio's character, who's also like this fading star actor who's not really reaching the height, who's like past the height of his career, and he's kind of getting getting put in positions of just being the villain of various pictures of the film industry, and how the film kind of follows their day-to-day doings and what they essentially do within their careers. The hijinks ensue, and of course, it overlaps with the overly controversial angle and the story of Sharon Tate and what happened to her during this time of era, which I believe was 1969. And to be fair, I don't have a whole lot of great knowledge on this stuff. But regardless, did I enjoy this movie or not? I thought, and for me, I really just kind of dug the hell out of this movie. I thought this movie was just a freaking blast. It was just so fast. I wouldn't say fast. It was anything but fast. If anything, it was slow. But I enjoyed its rather migding. Sorry, I thought someone was coming home. Don't worry. In fact, it kind of shows them meddling the slower pace of what's going on within the LA Times at the point, and how it just kind of shows the average day for them. Even though it doesn't show the average day, which is, I'm sorry for saying that, it shows what just kind of goes on with these characters. And I will say, as much as I liked Leonardo DiCaprio's performance in this movie, and he is really good, Brad Pitt is infinitely more interesting and a better performance by him. Like, there's just a moment when he's like on the top of Leonardo DiCaprio's house, fixing the satellite, and he just takes off his shirt, puts in a cigarette, and he's like, I'm like, watching the scene, I'm just like, yeah, you're infinitely more cool and interesting than the other character, which I'm nothing against, but I'm like, you're just more cooler. You know, being played by Brad Pitt is a big leg up on his part. So yeah, but there's not only is that what I love about this movie, but I love the sense of wonder and the beauty and the cinematography, and how it pays such a beautiful sense of respect and homage to the point of the era within itself. And to be fair, it can be seen as a slight against Tarantino, as it does feel so self-aggrandizing and like overblown love for the era, and it's like, it feels like he's kind of feeling himself about this movie. He's like, yeah, that's what I love about cinema. It's like, okay, we get it. It's not just about based on this era. And again, you do sense of a great sense of the times, and I will say, Margot Robbie played Sharon Tate, and I thought she was great. And even though she wasn't a fully utilized character within the narrative, I did like her portrayal of how beautiful and ditzy and how simple she seemed, because she does, to them, she seemed like that person who was just in the wake of a prime then. Like, that was her era. The way that everyone saw her was like, oh yeah, you're such a beautiful little flower of a human being that we kind of want to preserve you. And again, I don't want to feed in any controversies or not about that. But what it does, shift in the last 30 minutes, is really ludicrous and insane, and I quite enjoyed it because, again, I don't know if I could talk about this, but all it does is it shifts the angle of it, and that's all I'm gonna say before you kill me. Because I thought it was really fun. Again, I just love the way the film had a brisk and a breathe and a cinematography. I just liked how much you just felt in their perspective. I could spend best parts in the movie. I'm like, I love the way this kind of world just kind of feels of its era. I'm like, I could stay in this world for an hour or two. I really like that. But other parts, I'm like, yeah, you should definitely trim it down. It is overly long. I will acknowledge that. There's a lot to be cut. But to be fair, by the time the movie ended, I was like, oh okay. I just kind of like, Like, I can see the arguments against the length of this movie, and I do see them at times. There's points where the whole part with Brad Pitt's character and how he wanted to see the person who owned the range, who's played by Bruce Stern, it's like, yeah, you could have cut that part. There's certain parts you didn't need. Some parts you could cut out, certainly, and I give this, it felt kind of scattershot at times. The narrative didn't always work. It's overly long. I can see a lot of it being cut. But the other times, it's like I thought the world was so beautiful and engaging and memorable. And while this certainly isn't Tarantino's top 5 best films, it certainly is a great movie. I really liked how it's represented the respect and the homage and the romanticism of how he sees that era, but also the realism and how he deals with these characters in such a real, respectable way, but also how he treats it with such a loving and praiseworthy angle of it. So you can kind of see him kind of just being like, he really has such an enormous love for the era and how his films are inspired by this era, like Inglourious Basterds. I won't say like Inglourious Basterds, but like the more like Reservoir Dogs and Jackie Brown and all these others of the exploitation era, and others, and how it just kind of feels so livid and breathing. And the cinematography, the way it's just shot, is beautiful. For the most part, I just really dug this movie. Is it going to be one of my favorites of the year? Maybe. I don't know if I can really say it's one of my favorites personally, but it certainly is a great movie. And for me, I just kind of enjoyed it. It's just, I feel like I like movies like this where you could just kind of feel like you just be in the world. It's, again, I love movies that do focus on narrative in such a short, stagnant way, but also I love films like this that just do let you breathe in the world, and let you be in here, and let you just kind of, like, just be in it. Also, I loved seeing Bruce Lee in this movie. Do I believe Brad Pitt's character could kick his ass? No. But who gives a shit? Regardless, I really just dug the hell out of this movie. I'm going to give Once Upon a Time in Hollywood an 84%. That's my rating, everyone. I really do hope you enjoy it. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the future for more videos as always. Till then, yeah, have a great day. Till then, stay out. Peace.